How you doing, bud? Got your food and water, buddy? Alright. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time of day it is. Hello. It's sunny that way. We're back. I'm with the van. I'm with Dino. And I just wanted to give you an update really quick on where I'm at with the Vanbuild. So in the last video, pretty sure I was telling you that basically I was doing a lot of traveling. So I went from Illinois over to Arizona for a little bit, and I did the work in the van I'm about to show you in Arizona for about a week and a half. And then I had to go up to Oregon for a week or so, and then went back down to Reno for Thanksgiving, and then now I'm back in Arizona. And obviously, look at this area that we're at. Me and Dean just came out for a day trip. We're out here east of Gold Canyon. It's about 30 minutes east of the Phoenix metro area. Pretty easy to get to. Pretty busy though, a lot of vans, a lot of RVs. So if you're thinking about coming out this way, super beautiful area, but just remember, there are people. You can't really see them, but I'll show you in the drone video that there are people around here, which is fine. Like, obviously I got to spot all of myself. It's a Tuesday, but I mean, we got to spot all of ourselves. It's pretty quiet and I'm pretty happy. So I'm just going to show you really quick what I did with the van and go from there. So nothing's really changed on the outside. I did change this antenna out because it was a long antenna, but I just wanted a shorter one. So I don't even listen to the radio that much, but I'll at least stop it from like waving in the wind, basically. In the back, the tire swing's there. I'll talk about that later because I am going to make some changes. I'll give you a little sneak peek of what's going on inside here. But I'm going to focus on the outside. So I don't think really anything's changed too much. The one thing I will say is I added this Rhino rack antenna mount. So basically what it can do, it swings 90 degrees in either direction. So then when I'm driving, oh sorry, let me give you a better angle. When I'm driving, I can tilt that back, and then it's not like waving in the wind and stuff like that, and hopefully give me, you know, 0.001% of a better mile per gallon, because every little bit counts. So that's great. So let's see. Yeah, again, just trying to keep it simple on the outside. I'm not trying to be too crazy or too obvious. I mean, you could see, like, you know, it is a van. So I just put a windshield on this thing, and 3 months later, I don't know if the video is picking it up that well, but I already got a nice crack going there, and you know, that's unfortunate. So oh well. So let's see. I think that's pretty much it. So let me take you inside the van now. So when you saw this last, there was like, I think half the walls were done in here, and I was just really getting it ready to go down to Arizona. So I was getting the walls done so I could pack it and then put everything in the back. If I got a picture, I'll flash it somewhere on the screen of how it looked on the inside when I packed it all up. So once I got down to Arizona, I needed to be able to stay in the van for like a night or two. I actually ended up staying in it for 3 nights. So I just wanted to get like the electrical system going, the bed, the fridge, the heater, and just that's pretty much it really. So I'll just talk you through it really quick. One thing here, I'll start in the front. So obviously you can see I added the swivel seats. These are pretty nice. I mean, they're, you know, they swivel, do all that. I got the other one on that side too. So those are pretty cool. You have to really like move them back and forth to actually get them to swing, but once they're swung around, you know, it's nice to have that extra space. On this side, this is where the battery hookup is. So whenever I'm driving, I can flick this breaker on and I can start charging the battery in the back. And so like as when I turn the van on, like that'll go back to one of the Victron units that I have to charge the battery system. And so I just leave it off when I'm not running the van or when I'm not needing to charge it, like right now when it's super sunny and I don't have to really worry about keeping the battery charged. But if it's dark, or like when I was in Oregon and it was kind of cloudy, I I used that to charge the van. So I just ran the van for a little bit, charged it, and it was good to go. So that's nice to have. I'll talk about that again in a second, because if you're looking at that and you're an electrician, just bear with me, I promise. Let's see, staying with the front, you can see I had to lower the, what's it called? The emergency brake. It is what it is, but that's for the swing on that side. On this side, did the same, did the swing, but you can see that I also installed a WEBASTO. It's a AIRTOP Evo 40. Gasoline fired heater, and so basically that allows me to run that heater off the tank in the van. Hey Dino, stay away from the road, buddy. So yeah, that heater allows me to just run fuel out of the van tank and into that. And so I'll talk about that again in a little bit later, because I actually haven't used it, but it's there. I don't know if the video is really picking it up, but it's in there under the seat, and it just hooks up to 12 volts. And then there's a, let's see, there's a fuel hook up to the gas tank, which is nice on the Transits. They already have a auxiliary little whatever, like spout into the tank, so you can use that to get the fuel. So it's like all plug and play at that point. You just add another fuel pump, and then it goes to the heater. And then it has an air intake that's under the van, and also an exhaust pipe. And I'll just show you that really quick. Sec, guys. Let's see, there she is right there. This is running right under the van. I don't know how good the video is going to pick this up, but yeah. So that's not too bad. But the problem that I'm having right now, yeah, I'll just tell right now. So the problem that I'm having right now is basically I tightened it too tightly. And it's causing the turbine in there to have too much resistance when it's trying to turn, and it's blowing fuses on it. So it's not a hard fix. Yeah, so that's the heater. This is the control wiring for the, what's it called? The little control unit up there. And I'll talk about all that when I'm talking about the end there. Let's see. So moving on from the front. Let's see, so we got the fridge in here. This is the Medic CFX 90DZ. It's dual zone. So I got the fridge on one side, freezer on the other side. Right now I'm just running it off the 12 volt, and it's just got some water bottles in there. Nothing in the freezer. Moving back under the bed, this is the toilet. It's a SEAFLO, just portable toilet. It's just like a cassette, and basically like it has some water in there. And so if like I'm in, like if I'm ever boondocking and I really need to go, like it's there, but I don't really plan on using it that much. This is this little divider that I made to basically stop cargo from sliding around while I'm traveling. Just bags of stuff. This is like my tech bags, drone, GoPro stuff. And then I have some supplies back here, just like recovery supplies. So kinetic recovery rope. I need to get some D-rings, or like the little like clips or whatever, so I can actually clip these to the van when I'm using it to tow. But they'll be good in a pinch. Tire inflator, jumper cables, some paracord, little like, I don't know. This is something I got when I was in the military. It's just a little like orange reflective deal. Shovel, recovery and bathroom use. Fire extinguisher box, that's actually up in front, right there. And then that's just a box. Don't worry about that. I had to take that to the post office. And then a jack, that's the one that came with the van. And I had to take it out of where the heater is, because obviously the heater's in the way. And then the swivel seats, they make it so you really can't get under the seat. So that was never gonna come out with the swivel seat mount. Let's see, so let's go up a little bit before I get to the electrical system. So this is the bed, nothing special. It's a full-size GhostBed, as you can see on the label, not a sponsor. But it's just a memory foam, nothing special, full-size bed. This is what I'm gonna cut down. I'm gonna cut a third off of it to do my retraction and extension deal. And that'll allow me to have like some space for the shower and the, what's it called? The 2-burner cooktop right there. So yeah. So yeah, I'll just cut this into a third, or I'll cut off a third here, and then that'll be like the back that I can lean against. And then once I do the extension on the bed, then I'll be able to like slide out the extension and then put the cushion back right here and then have the full size bed again. And I'm just gonna cut this guy like it's just a regular memory foam. So I'm just gonna like probably just get a Sawzall with the long blade and slice it off, and we'll see what happens. Yeah, so couple of switches, little junction box ghetto deals that I did. So this is for the lights right over us, the first 4 right here. And then this is for the fan in the back for the Max Air. It's not going to do anything except click like that. But if I was able to reach, I'd be able to turn it on and whatnot. But that's just cut it on and off. So the switch right there. And then here is closer to where I'm sleeping at. So I got a 12 volt, you know, cigarette lighter, and then USB. Those are quick charge. And then let me get up here a little bit. So yeah, 12 quick charge, cigarette lighter. Eventually I'll have a like a household plug right here, but I'll talk about that in a second again. So then this is the same thing as the lights. So these are for the 4 up here, and basically what I can do is they're on a dimmer, so it's off right now, and then this is the dimmest they get, and then they get brighter and brighter and brighter. So that's nice. And these are like 3-watt dimmable puck lights. They just kind of clip into the top here. It's nothing special, you know. So yeah, that's the bed area. What else? I think that's it. Let's go around to the electrical side. Where you at, buddy? Dino! Oh, there you are. Look at you staying by the van. You a good boy, bud. Alright, electrical system. So again, if you're an electrician, just look away for this. I promise I'm gonna fix it in the future, but here it is. So this is the electrical system. What's up, buddy? This is the electrical system I have now. So we have 2 100 amp hour Battleborn batteries. I have 6 total, but I only did 2 just for this initial drive. I didn't want to do all the jumpers and stuff like that and have all the space loss. So I'm just waiting until I actually do the entire electrical system to actually have all those done. So just 2 for now. Let's see. So yeah, 200 amp hours total. Basically going through fuses. This will be for the inverter, but this is the main fuse for the system. It's a 300 amp fuse, and that's basically to protect it from the inverter when it's like at max draw. So big on-off switch. This is my positive bus bar, so I can go to all my loads and my chargers and stuff like that. Negative bus bar. This is a battery, a Bluetooth battery monitor. So it goes over to this little guy right here, and there's a little screen right there. It tells you the voltage, and I can play with it. But it goes to my phone, and I'm able to see a lot more stuff with that. So that's a lot better than just having a little screen right there. I can see like history and draw and charging and stuff like that. Let's see. So first, Victron. This is the DC-DC charger. So this is coming from the battery of the van, and it's charging the van at about 30 amps. I didn't want to do any more because it could draw up to 45 or 50 max, and so the max output on the van is 60 amps per these little like terminals, and there's 3 of them, but I only have 1 installed, so I'm just doing the 1, and that's fine for now. The 60 or the 30 that it charges at is plenty. Like after a couple of hours, the whole thing will be charged. It's no problem. And then the next Victron unit is the solar. So this is a 50 amp solar charger, and then this is also Bluetooth, just like the battery monitor, and this guy's Bluetooth too, sorry. So I can see all these on my phone, but basically This allows me to charge from the solar panels at about 50 amps, and I'm not doing 50 amps right now, so it's 420 watts of solar up there. But since they're mounted directly to the roof, I haven't seen 50% of that capacity, so about 210 watts max input so far. And it's November, so the sun's not perfect. So I think like in July, if I can get a better angle, I'll be able to get closer to the max capacity, but I doubt it. So it's fine. It keeps it charged up right now, which is awesome. So basically that's charging all that. I got breakers for everything. This is the AC like breakers. So I haven't installed the inverter yet. I'll talk about that in a second. But basically this is like my main AC disconnect, and then this would be plugs in the van. So once I get all those going, I'll have 3 15 amp connections basically, and it'll be total 2000 watts. So I won't be able to use all 3 of those at the same time at max capacity, but I'm not gonna have that much stuff anyway. So I think like best case scenario, I would use like a miter saw or something and get close to that max draw, or the water heater will actually be about 1400 watts of draw compared to the inverter's 2000. So definitely going to be getting close, but not too close. This is the DC fuse box. So I got all my lights and all the different DC connections here. Heater, bed lights, 12 volt connections. There's a 12 volt cigarette lighter USB here, and then over there. And then I'm gonna have more in other spots, but I haven't hooked them up yet. Or I have, but they're not hooked up on the other side. Excuse me. So I think that's just about that for this. Really nothing special. So like, obviously the inverter is gonna go there. You can see the little mount I have for it. I need to point this up better. And once I get the inverter, a couple of days from now, I'll be able to install that guy and get that going. All right, so now that I've talked about all the changes that I've done to the van since I updated you guys last, let me tell you about all the changes I want to make now that I've already had this done for a little bit. So obviously, like I said, I want to do an extending bed. So this is just just a full piece of wood here. So I'm gonna make it into the sliding, extending deal so I can have some more space up there. The changes to the battery electrical system, obviously I'm going to add the 4 other batteries and the inverter, but I think I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do because this wall is kind of looking nasty at this point. And I've had like some, obviously like this was supposed to be, this breaker actually looked like this guy when I bought it on Amazon, but it showed up like this. So obviously I can use that hole. So this is like full like random stuff, and I think I just want to like redo it anyway. So I may redo that, but basically I want to have the batteries here and then maybe bring this wall out or just have it there. I'm not sure. We'll see what happens. On this side, obviously I want to do all the water and the propane and stuff like that. But the main thing I want to do right now when I get back is take out the bed, and then I'm also going to take out the floor, because the floor, like, it is like pretty much what I wanted it to be. It's just these are marine slats right here, and I just did them all the way across, so I got some space for the wool, and then it's subfloor on the bottom. But I'll show you here, just go around. So here in the front is where I'm having the main problem, where I adhered it to the van floor with glue, but it's not sticking that well. So I think I'm gonna just pull it all out. And I saw on what's the faroutride.com, highly recommended. I used their guide to start doing most of the van, and really highly detailed site. Definitely check it out, faroutride.com. But basically I followed their guide and another guide, and this just didn't work. So I'm gonna do what they did on their van, which was basically that pink insulation for homes, and they just did like a couple layers of that on the floor. And then I forget exactly what the main substrate was that gave the floor like actually some rigidity besides that foam, but then I'll have some laminate planks on top of that, so that'll be good. And then that won't, this is the problem with this, is it's warping. So like when I was in Illinois, it was super humid, and so after a couple of weeks This was flat, and then obviously just warped its way past. That's like the hardest core glue I could find, and it just ripped it right up. So no dice. So the floor is going to come out, the bed's going to come out. These electrical J boxes I did, those are just temporary. Obviously I'm going to do like some better J boxes, because those are kind of yeah. But I mean, there's not that many other changes I want to do right now, but it's just getting the floor out and the bed out, doing those changes, and then getting all this temporary stuff out. So like the bed's gonna come out, or sorry, not the bed's gonna come out, the fridge is gonna come out, the toilet's gonna come out, and those J boxes will come out, the electrical system will come out. I'll redo the floor, and then probably do the electrical system, and then do the bed, the sliding bed frame, and then I can really start doing like the actual other parts of the van. So like this is all like the inside of the wall. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do on the outside of the wall, but all this will be hidden so you don't see all these screw holes and stuff like that. And then the ceiling I'm going to do with some really long shiplap planks, and then so those lights will come down. There's some slack in the wiring for those will come down, and then the lights that are part of the van, those will come in and sit on top of those as well. I really jacked up those, they didn't sit flush in that thing, so they're just kind of hanging. Yeah, obviously I'll need to like trim out all this stuff, because like even the connector for the heater is like just hanging here, so hide that guy under some trim and go from there. Trying to think. Oh yeah, I'm also gonna do I have Bilstein shocks and struts for the van, so I'm gonna replace the van has about 79,000 miles on it right now, so it's definitely a good time to replace the struts and shocks on it. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And then also I have the Sumo springs. So I have the rear Sumo springs. They're just those big bump stops. And then the front, it's basically like it goes in between the coils, and it'll make it a little bit taller, but my main thing is that it'll help us sway like in the winds, and it'll help with like bouncing and stuff like that. It'll make it a little bit more firm, I guess, or maybe less firm, more firm, better off-road. I'll let you know. Oh, another thing I want to change is the tire swing. I don't think I like the tire swing, I'll be honest. It's nice, like it is like kind of what I want, but coming off the hitch, like here, I'll back up a little bit. You can see it like hangs down too far, like one way, and it's like it's low, like I'd have to sit to really use it. So I think I'm just gonna do like a what's it called, a table like back here on one of the doors or something like that. And then the tire, I just saw a post online that I can actually mount it under the van with some modification to one of the heat shields, so I'm gonna look into that and probably just do that and keep it in the normal spot. So that tire swing will probably go. That's unfortunate because I just spent a bunch of money on it, and I'm probably gonna lose a little bit of cash trying to get rid of it, but that's okay. Learn my lesson. Let's see, anything else? Deanie, you got anything for people on YouTube? No? You have a good time out here, buddy? Hanging out? Well, I think that might be it. Just give you guys some drone footage, and I'll catch you in the next update. Have a good one. Bye.